Hi everyone, welcome to Stampin' Storytellers. Today I have the unboxing of the March paper pumpkin kit from Stampin' Up. This was delivered yesterday, but I didn't get down to my office. So March was a special month because it was our 7th anniversary of Paper Pumpkin. So we also, in addition to receiving your normal stamp set, we also have an additional full-size stamp set that was free in our boxes. So this was the stamp set, a pair of, they look like hunter rubber boots, some grass, a little doorway with stairs, a basket, and then these are your two-step stamping. So this to fill in the flowers and then to fill in the rubber boots. And then one sentiment, I believe in you, with that little bunny. And then here is the kit stamp set. It says, let love grow. No matter the weather, we're in this together. Wishing you brighter days ahead. You are capable of amazing things. And then some clouds, some flower, 2 hearts, and some raindrops there. So this is our, just explaining, giving you some ideas of that free stamp set that was in this month's kit. Then we open up the tissue paper, and it's like a present every month is the kit. So this makes 12 full-size cards. Very cute. And open it up and I'll show you everything inside. If you sign up today for Paper Pumpkin, you'll receive the April kit, which something about family. I don't have the flyer in front of me. But if you sign up today until April 9th or April 10th, then you will receive the April kit. If you so any month, if you sign up after the 10th, you'll receive the next month's kit. This little flyer you want to keep that has the photo. These are the simple step-by-step instructions that you'll need to create your projects, or you can just look at the photo and you'll be able to kind of guess what happened. But if you're questioning it, then here are your instructions. So don't forget that. This is a great way to get into crafting, to build up your inventory of supplies. You also get a little ink spot in the coordinating color. And a fun fact is that there isn't ever a duplicate ink spot each year. So you'll, at the end of a year, you'll have 12 different colored ink spots. So these are like die cut little flags for your sentiments. Then we have this card. Oh, I guess they're note cards. They're not full-size cards. Kind of stormy looking. Then we have 4 of this one, and 4 of this one. Then these die cuts that are pre-colored and they just punch out. And these coordinate with that free stamp set that we got. And after you're done making your 12 cards, you will have extra as well. They always give you a few extra in case you need to make a mistake, or they're great for using on other card designs. Then we have coordinating envelopes. There are 3 different colors for each of the different card fronts. A full sheet of dimensionals and a roll of twine. Oops, and glue dots. So instead of them coming on a roll like how we sell them, these are just little sheets of them. Little baker's twine. And look at these little epoxy raindrops. Super adorable. So we will make, let's see which one we can make easily. Let's do this pink one and this row of rubber boots. And then we need one of these. And a blue tag. And you can obviously create your own designs or mix up the different colors of die cuts. You could use whatever you'd like. Then this one says, "You are capable of amazing things." And in your very first month of Paper Pumpkin, you'll get a clear block. They're a little bit thinner than our normal blocks that we sell in our catalog. This is an old one. I think since then they have like the little grooves on them. I haven't got a new one, obviously. But this is just our normal D block. So every stamp that you get in a Paper Pumpkin stamp set will fit on this size of block. So we'll start by stamping our sentiment in basic gray, and I'm just going to use my full-size ink pad, and I will give my little mini ones away to my customers. So I'll ink that up and stamp it down. And then we need the little raindrops. And I'm just going to put the raindrop image on the opposite side, so you can have one on each side of your block, as long as you can still see through it and you can see what you're doing. So then I'll just bring in a piece of scrap paper, just because we're going to stamp the little raindrops, and I want them to go, some of them to go off the edge, so that it's not, it doesn't look uniform. And I'm going to do a two-step stamping. So I'm going to stamp once in full strength and then once on the second, just to give it some shading. And we'll fill this in on the front of our card. Maybe one up here. I think that's good. Then we also have this little ground image here. So this is what will make it look like our row of rubber boots aren't floating. So I will, here's my Simply Chamois, the easiest way to clean stamps. Then you don't get ink on your fingers. So then I'll stick this one, and this will just go at the bottom. I'll do 3 there. That should be fine. Then I will use my dimensionals, put some on the back. And I'm gonna do 6. Because it's a pretty large piece that you're popping up and you don't want it to, now I see there's extra pieces that come out of there. You want to make sure when you're using dimensionals that when you pop it up, it doesn't actually fall flat. So even always have at least 1 or 2 in the middle plus your outer sides. So then we're going to use our twine and wrap that. I'll close this before I make a disaster. Wrap this around. And my trick is, however long you need, so if I want my bow to be here, I need that length to be able to tie my bow. So then it goes around and around. I'm gonna go 3 times. And then you need that much past the edge, so then you have equal lengths, if that makes sense. So then once I have straight, and you don't want it too tight that it tears into the side of your paper, but obviously tight enough that it won't come off. Then I can tie my little bow. And when you hold down the center, then it kind of tightens it for you. Then I can just trim the ends there. And now that we have our dimensionals on the back, these dimensionals will help hold that string in place and it won't fall off the card. Oops. So I'm going to put that right close to the edge. My bow. Then I'm just going to use my normal Tombow adhesive. You could use the little glue dots in the kit too. Then you don't have to watch me struggle with those. And this lays across there. Then we can fold it in half. If you don't have a bone folder, I would recommend getting one because now it'll stand up perfectly every time instead of flopping open. When it has a nice tight crease there by using this bone folder and running it across, then it'll always lay nice and flat and it'll have a good crease to be able to stand up. And then here is our matching envelope as well. You could stamp a pair of these rubber boots on your envelope. Let's try that. I always like to have something nice on the envelope that I send as well. So we wash this off quick with my chamois. And the way that the chamois cleans is just with water, so you don't have to use any sort of cleaner. You just run it under water and keep it damp. So here we'll put this pair of rubber boots. Should we see if I can get the other stamp lined up? I'm going to use Petal Pink because that's the color of the liner of the envelope. So I'll get this stamp, close my gray. And see. And look how cute those rubber boots are. Then you could fill them with flowers. You could just put a post-it note across the top here, and then you can then you'd only ink up the flower image, and you could stamp that and put them in it. You could do so much. Let's put. So there you go. There is one of the 3 card designs. I'll show you the flyer again. So this is the one that we made. Then there's this one, another, just the rain boots are one of the die cut images. And then another one with the bunny and the boots filled with flowers, another one of the die cut images. If you'd like to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, now is a great time because for every $60 you spend on anything in the catalog, but Paper Pumpkin 3, 6, and 12-month subscriptions are included as well. For every $60, you get to choose a free Celebration item. Celebration ends March 31st, and there are lots of great items to choose from for free. If you'd like to sign up, just contact me through my blog or whatever platform you're watching this video on. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you soon. Bye! While I was cleaning up, these were blending right in with my background. These you can add to the back of this card. Now, let me find. If you have a take your pick tool, you can use that, or you can just use your fingers, but I'll be afraid that they would go flying. So if you use the putty end of your take your pick tool, and then you can just place it on there, and you don't have to worry about it going flying like they normally do. There we go. And I'm just gonna add a couple on this side. And one more up here. Oops. It really adds a nice little detail there, even though it's not considered bling, but it does make it a little bit shiny and cute.